Woo! I have to say, this is something that if you'd have told me 7 months ago that this was going to happen, that this was possible, that you could have so many amazing people packed into one space doing something so incredible, I would have said, no way, I don't think that can happen in Vegas. So what we're seeing right now, this is sort of unprecedented in my mind. I'm sort of overwhelmed that we have all of these spaces, so many amazing organizations, and what you guys are doing, it's not just in this room, it's not just us, it's not just the nonprofits. What we're doing today, this weekend, is going to be affecting hundreds, thousands of people in Las Vegas. And it's much more than just a face, it's a story, it's someone's life, it's someone's family, it's their job, it's everything. So this is like sort of a dream come true in a way. I love technology, and so I do development. I started working on websites because I knew it was a vehicle to make the most change possible, to improve education and communication. And then if you combine that force with then positive energy, all of these nonprofits working so hard to make a difference in the world, I think the most amazing things can happen.
Yeah.
So I think that what we have here is a force that can change the world 100 times over. Yeah. So give yourself a hand for being part of something. What's that? Yeah. So this isn't the end of my announcement. There's a whole bunch of details and things. There's a whole lot of logistics. We've got a lot of people here. There's a lot of things that we need to make sure that we all do and pitch in to make sure that this space and everything that's going on is comfortable and friendly, and everybody's coming away happy with wonderful, successful projects at the end. So a lot of different things to think about. We've got food. We've obviously got air conditioning and some heat issues.
We have one bathroom.
One restroom, which everyone should be coming out of the restroom and having it be more clean somehow than when it was when you walked in. It's just trying to think of that as sort of a policy in kind of everything that you're doing.
Especially, I would like to point out with the heat, swamp ass could actually become a toxic and dangerous situation. People could die, so keep that in mind. That's going to be an issue, especially in the morning.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be bad.
So yeah, be really careful. Anything you guys can do also, if you have ideas or what things that you can do, if to make someone else more comfortable or to make yourself more comfortable, please feel free to do that. We also have a lot of different
on that note,
go ahead.
raise your hand. And where's, all right, Alex, Nick, and Lydia, who is not going to be dressed like that all weekend, and me, so come to any of us, if any question, any issue.
Yeah. Or actually, let's have all the people who did organizing and chipped in for this event and who helped make this thing what it is. Everybody who would consider themselves an organizer in a way or a founder in some way, raise your hands. Hi, guys. And look around the room.
I don't see Cammy's hand.
These would be the people we could not have done this without them, and they're actually going to be here too during the weekend, so they'll generally know more about how to answer questions. They're definitely committing their time and volunteering to make all of you guys and what you're doing more effective and easier. So for food, Alex, raise your hand again, and Nick. So Alex and Nick here, if you guys have food questions, check in with them. Lydia, who's one of our beautiful showgirls right now, she is sort of a communication coordinator with the teams. Tonight, she's actually going down to the Strip after this to work and raise funds for herself and with Tatiana here. And so right after we finish announcements also, because they're leaving, if you want a chance to get a photo with the showgirl, but in any way you want, okay, well, I meant to say either buy the Vegas Gift Camp sign or not next to the sign, then you can talk to them about it. Tips are totally optional. So take advantage of that because it's not often you get to get a free photo with showgirls. We also have a lot of different things that need to take place. So food is coming, the schedules and as much information as we can is going to be online in the shared doc. Please check that, look at the schedule, it's going to be updated as we go. Also, a lot of people in this
If
room...
you don't know the shared Google Doc, we sent the link out to everybody. Come see us and we'll make sure you get the link for it.
Yeah, so that's kind of like the headquarters of information. So when in doubt, check that Google Doc first. Also, we have a whiteboard here, and it has a list of all of the nonprofits that are here, along with their team leads in black. And they also, and this is something that we want all of the teams to do, all of the nonprofits or team leads, write down in green the needs that you guys have, because we have a lot of people in this room right now who don't have a team yet. So we want to make sure everybody can be working on something and adding value. Even if it's not right away in the initial project scope that you had, there's things like social media, there's things like what is the marketing plan once the website or app is created? How do we make the message more effective? Or is there any other ideas or technology they contribute? Graphic design, all kinds of things. So there's a lot of that going on, a lot of free-floating people. So use this board as a way to say, okay, I want to sign up for this team. As there's also a floater section, so if you aren't on a team, write your name there and the skill set you have. If you're on a team, you're a team lead, you're a nonprofit, write down your needs and make sure you keep that updated so then people can come to you. Something else also, once someone sees that, if they see, oh, I can jump on this team, it doesn't necessarily mean they know how to find you. So please write down also the location that you are in this area, so because it's kind of hard, people are working and the signs aren't easy to see. So make sure you do that.
We'll do that better next year. Name tags and team signs.
Yeah.
Put that on the to-do list.
Something else too, photography. We have some amazing videography and photographers here. So they're going to be doing a lot of work here in this space, but also throughout the weekend. I think there's just really good opportunities for the nonprofits to get the kind of marketing messages and videos and photography headshots that you guys need to help convey your message. So make sure that you talk to Carrie, who's kind of in charge of all that. Carrie's right here, she's raising her hand. She has the black shirt that says photographer in white. She's the one carrying the big camera. She's pretty easy to spot. If you see flashes, look at that direction. So talk to her, and we're going to try to make an organized system of that so that everybody will get their chance, because it takes a while to do. You could maybe schedule it on Sunday or Saturday, whatever works. Okay. Also, there's a lot of people here who have vegan or other food preferences. You also, again, talk to Alex, raise your hand, and Nick. So they're working on some vegan options, and we're going to actually have more food coming tonight, for example, to be there for the people who have other food needs. Is it vegan food that's coming?
Yes.
Okay. So enchiladas, vegan enchiladas. So yeah, so sponsors. What's that? Okay. Okay. Before I say sponsors, I want to check to see among the organizers and anyone else, are there any other types of announcements that need to go out, like for example for trash? Or...
Yes.
Okay.
So since there are a lot of nonprofits here who are green, we're trying to make it a green event. So you'll see next to where the food is out there, there's a bin that says compost, and that's just for food. And we're going to bring that to Vegas Roots Garden. So like don't put plates or knives or forks or anything like that. And also there is what you can recycle. So you can recycle paper plates if they're not wet, but if they're wet, just put them in the trash, because otherwise it will mess up all our recycling. And it's on pretty clear, we've written on it what you can recycle, what's trash, and the composting. And also if you can drink coffee from cups instead of styrofoam cups, that would be awesome. The less paper we use, the better, So.
Thanks. And so if you have also, everybody's going to need to stay hydrated. Try to, if you have water bottles, try to either reuse those if it's healthy, or have your own reusable cup or mug for coffee or for water. We've got drinking fountains here. There's the one restroom as well as then a coffee area. We're going to be making coffee in a large percolator, and so that should be available kind of throughout the event. We've got a lot of different people pitched in with coffee. And the trash it's all inside this room, right, Kara? Okay, so inside next to the pizza, make sure you look before you throw. So check for the compost, check for recycling, all of that. If you have questions, ask. And another message.
On the compost, please make sure that you take any meat out before you compost the rest of your scraps. So no meat in the compost, please.
No meat in the compost bin. And any other things?
Yeah. On Sunday, there'll be somewhat of a roundtable discussion for all the nonprofits, there'll be 3 seminars, I guess, that'll be hosted. One about being a nonprofit in Nevada, which will be hosted by Christy, and there'll be another one about a new tax provision in Nevada, and then one about using social media. So if everybody could come to those on Sunday, it would be great, so we can get all the great ideas involved and just kind of make sure that all the nonprofits are more successful. We can help each other out.
So that was Sunday Roundtable for Nonprofits, sort of like consulting, getting more ideas. And we're going to add that to the schedule in the Google Share Doc as well, so you guys can know exactly when those are happening. And again, too, for the board, we have the board here if you're floating and you don't know what team you're on. We also have a board in the garage room that also has names on it. Raise your hand right now, actually, if you guys aren't on a team or you're a nonprofit and you don't know who's going to be joining you. We've got 1, 2, everybody?
One in the back.
And one in the back? Okay, great. So almost everybody's on the team. We've just got 3, 4 floating the teams. That's great. Cool. So then, I think with that, we can go to sponsors and... Okay. So tomorrow at 10 a.m. we're going to have a TV station here. Is it Channel 3? Channel 3 will be here doing a feature on Vegas Gift Camp. So if you want to be on TV or you want to sort of be around to see that, then definitely come. We'll have breakfast in the morning sometime around 8:30, I believe. If you're spending the night here, you're totally free to, and just make sure that, just again, everything is kind of common courtesy. This, building work in progress, they really did a lot for us, and they've kind of bent over backwards in several different ways to really help make this thing happen.
Our #1 sponsor, Work in Progress, donated his entire space. Our #2 sponsor, Palomino TV, who designed and ran the databases for the Obama campaign and are right here in Las Vegas, donated the swamp cooler and the t-shirts.
And for the t-shirts. And also, speaking of sponsors, we have some swag gifts for everyone who's here. We also have t-shirts for all of the Gift Camp volunteers and stickers of Gift Camp. And do we have enough t-shirts? Maybe one for each nonprofit in addition to the volunteers?
We'll be close to it, yeah.
Okay, we should be able to get a t-shirt also for the nonprofits. The t-shirts, they say Vegas Gift Camp on the front. On the back, there's a list of check boxes, and they say like graphic designer, web designer, programmer, coordinator, and something else. So if you guys want to, it might be fun is to, if you wear the shirt, check mark on the back what your skill set is. So then without even looking, people can look at the back of your shirt and say, oh, you're a graphic designer. Hey, I see you're not doing something. Can I ask you about this? So it's kind of a fun thing we did, and you're welcome to use that as you want. We have a whole bunch of other sponsors, people who pitched in. John's company, 9 Seeds, helped install the WordPress site initially. He also was the person with the initial idea to create a overnight website challenge and have that happen in Vegas. And then Steve kind of parlayed that idea, and it was at the user share event where we kind of got that going. And
Yara Burns is our nonprofit sponsor, who's accepting donations on our behalf because we're not a nonprofit, so we couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So thank you for your plan.
And it was because of that, because of what Green Our Planet did, and letting them act as a pass-through for us, we were able to then get monetary donations. For example, $300 from Downtown Project, which we just got. And that's going to help make sure that we get all of our other little details covered. So thank you to Downtown Project. Also, my company, All In Web Pro, we've been working really hard on the website, obviously helping to organize. Robert, our graphic designer, helped design the logo actually, and Will, our web designer, was managing the website. Is Will here? Oh, there's Will. Will's in the back over there. And also too, if you guys have, let's say you want to be able to use the Give Camp logo for any reason or share it, Robert is definitely somebody to talk to. He's got all of the assets for that. Also, my company, All In Web Pro, we're offering free hosting for any of the websites here for a whole year. So if any of you want to take advantage of that, please talk to myself or to Will, who's in the back. Raise your hand one more time, Will. So just talk to us and we can get you guys hooked up and get all the access you need for free hosting.
Stop tickling me.
There's also a whole bunch of, obviously, food sponsors. We've got 6 different meals. We've got dinner tonight, breakfast, lunch, dinner tomorrow, and then breakfast, lunch on Sunday. And we have a bunch of other sponsors, such as we've got some gifts and prizes we'd like to give out at the end. It's not a competition. We just want to find just any kind of excuse to be able to give out awards. So we're gonna make up some awards for people, and it should be really fun and make people smile and laugh. So it's all about having fun here. It's all about making amazing things happen. Are there any? I want to list out all of the sponsors in a way, but I don't know if I can remember all of them. There's a lot of them. Yeah.
Pop-up pizza, Big Earn, Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah,
Family
you'll
market.
see obviously with the food. Yeah. So yeah, we'll make sure that you guys will be able to see
Family
all of the
Market,
sponsors.
who make the best sandwiches.
Chef Stacy.
Ridge Pharmacy and Soda are bringing breakfast on Sunday.
We've listed on the website the sponsors, and I think we'll make sure they're also on our share doc so everybody can see.
Yes.
But so in the interest of time, I'd like to, if there's no other questions or comments, move forward with basically finding your team, finding your space, and getting this thing rolling.
Alright.